Hello and welcome. In today's video, we're going to explore a concept that, at first glance, might sound incredibly simple, yet has profound implications for every aspect of your life. Everything is energy. You may have come across this phrase in spiritual teachings, self-help books, or even quantum physics discussions. But how does this idea truly shape our reality? And more importantly, how can we harness it to transform our lives? Before we begin, I invite you to keep an open mind. The perspectives shared here draw from neuroscience, quantum energy, psychology, and spiritual principles. You don't need to follow any particular belief system or religious tradition to benefit from this information. The goal is to offer insights you can test and apply in your daily life. Let's get started on this journey. We often hear that everything in the universe is made of energy. But what does that really mean? From a scientific standpoint, Einstein's famous equation, E mc2 current mc2, demonstrates that matter and energy are essentially equivalent. Matter is just a form of energy vibrating at a lower frequency. At subatomic levels, particles blink in and out of existence, behaving in ways that challenge our classic notions of how reality should operate. On the other hand, ancient spiritual traditions from around the world have long taught that reality is not fixed or purely material. Instead, they propose that we exist within a living field of energy. Some might call it universal consciousness, the quantum field, or the divine matrix. While these terms differ, they converge on the idea that our reality is shaped by vibratory forces and that our consciousness plays a crucial role. If you've ever wondered why you feel drawn to certain people, situations, or places, it might have less to do with coincidence and more to do with energetic resonance. Like magnets, we're constantly interacting with and influencing the field around us. This sets the stage for a deeper inquiry. If everything is energy, does this mean we can change our lives by changing our energy? The short answer is yes, but only if we understand how to work with our subconscious mind and the filters through which we perceive the world. When we speak of energy, we're not just referring to invisible external fields. Your internal state, your emotions, thoughts, and beliefs also operates within an energetic spectrum. One critical piece of the puzzle is the subconscious mind, which most experts suggest accounts for a large portion of our daily mental activity. While exact figures vary, it's commonly said that 95% of our thoughts, decisions, and actions arise automatically from subconscious programming. How does the subconscious form? From early childhood, we absorb information from our families, society, and culture. These impressions become deeply ingrained neural pathways. By the time we reach adulthood, many of our core beliefs about success, relationships, self-worth are so embedded that we hardly realize we hold them. For example, if you repeatedly heard phrases like, "money doesn't grow on trees" or "life is a struggle," you might find yourself unintentionally sabotaging opportunities for abundance or ease. The subconscious, in essence, becomes an autopilot that directs your life according to the programming it received, often without your conscious input or agreement. The role of emotions. Emotions act like the glue that solidifies beliefs in our subconscious. When an event triggers a strong emotional response, especially fear, shame, or trauma, the associated belief can become extraordinarily resistant to change. This emotional imprint can later influence how we perceive threats, handle challenges, and even engage in new relationships. Recognizing this is a key step toward rewriting the narrative, why it matters. If our subconscious holds outdated or limiting beliefs, these beliefs can set invisible boundaries on what we think is possible. They might encourage us to settle for less, resist healthy change, or remain stuck in unproductive patterns. The good news is that these beliefs can be rewritten, but first we need to become aware of their existence. That brings us to one of the brain's most fascinating and powerful mechanisms, the reticular activating system, or RS. Located in the brainstem, the reticular activating system is a bundle of neurons that plays a vital role in filtering sensory information. Think of it as the brain's gatekeeper. At any given moment, we're bombarded with an overwhelming amount of data, sights, sounds, smells, and more. Yet our conscious mind can handle only a small fraction of this data. The RAS decides what gets through. Why we need the RAS. Imagine for a moment how chaotic life would be if you absorbed every detail around you equally. You would struggle to focus on any single task because your senses would be overloaded by background noise, random visuals, or fleeting bodily sensations. The RAS helps us prioritize what is relevant, based on our desires, fears, and subconscious programming. The RAS in everyday life. A classic example of the RAS in action is when you decide you want to buy a certain car model. Suddenly you start noticing that car everywhere, on billboards, in traffic, on TV. Did these cars magically multiply? Of course not. Your RAS simply attuned to something that became important to you, filtering in data that you previously would have ignored, RAS and beliefs. Here's the important part. Your RAS does not necessarily distinguish between positive or negative beliefs. It just registers what you focus on as significant. If you subconsciously believe you're unworthy, your RAS will filter in experiences and impressions that confirm this notion. Conversely, if you hold a positive self-concept, your RAS will highlight experiences that reinforce that positivity. Thus, changing your beliefs can literally change the data your brain chooses to show you. This has huge implications for personal growth. You can begin to reshape your reality by consciously directing your attention and altering your subconscious blueprint. But how do we do that? Rewriting limiting beliefs might sound daunting, but it's much more achievable than you might think. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections, gives us a framework for transformation. Here are some practical exercises to get started. Journaling and self-reflection. Identify negative self-talk. Keep a journal for 1 week and jot down every negative or self-limiting thought you notice. Examples: I'll never get promoted, or I'm not good at relationships. Trace the origin. Reflect on where these thoughts might have come from. Did you hear them from parents, peers, or past experiences? Recognizing the origin helps you see that these beliefs are not absolute truths, but rather interpretations you absorbed. Rewrite the narrative. For each negative statement, create a positive counterpart. If your belief is "I'm not good at relationships," rewrite it as "I'm growing more skilled at healthy relationships every day." Cognitive restructuring techniques. Borrowed from cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, these techniques help us question and replace irrational thoughts. Socratic questioning. Ask yourself, is there evidence for this belief? Could there be another explanation? Cost-benefit analysis. Write down the pros and cons of holding a specific belief. Often, you'll see the cons far outweigh the pros. Testing hypotheses. If you believe no one wants to hear my ideas, test it by sharing one of your ideas with a close friend or colleague. Look for evidence that challenges your negative assumption. Visualization and guided imagery. Combine the power of imagination with relaxation techniques. Daily visualization practice. Spend 5 to 10 minutes each day imagining yourself living as if your new belief is already true. Focus on the details, sights, sounds, and, crucially, emotions. Guided imagery apps or recordings. These can help you shift into deeper states of relaxation, making the subconscious more open to new suggestions. By combining journaling, cognitive restructuring, and visualization, you start rewiring neural pathways. This is not a one-time fix, but a process. Consistency is key. Now that we've explored how to identify and rewrite limiting beliefs, let's look at day-to-day practices that boost your energetic frequency and keep you aligned with your new empowering mindset. Gratitude and affirmations. Gratitude journaling. At the end of each day, write down at least 3 things you are grateful for. These can be as simple as, enjoying a good cup of coffee, or having a roof over my head. This simple practice signals to your RAS that positivity is important. Affirmations. Create a short list of affirmations that resonate with you. Examples: I am worthy of abundance. I choose joy and possibility. I trust the process of life. Repeat these throughout the day or during meditation. Mindful meditation and breathwork. Mindful meditation. A daily 10-15-minute mindfulness practice helps calm the nervous system and trains your mind to remain present. Instead of ruminating on past regrets or future worries, you center yourself in the now, which is incredibly powerful for emotional regulation. Breathwork techniques. Techniques like box breathing, inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4, or alternate nostril breathing can quickly shift your state into a more calm and receptive mode. This reduces stress hormones like cortisol, elevating your overall vibrational state. Physical exercise and nutrition. Exercise. Moving your body, whether through yoga, running, or dancing, releases endorphins and can significantly improve mood. A positive emotional state correlates with higher energetic frequencies. Nutrition. A balanced diet supports physical well-being and mental clarity. Avoid excessive processed foods, sugars, or stimulants like caffeine, as they can disrupt your energy levels. Instead, opt for whole foods, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins that sustain a steady energy flow. Digital detox and nature connection. Limit screen time. Constant exposure to screens and social media can drain mental energy and clutter the mind with negativity. Periodic digital detoxes help you regain focus and reconnect with what truly matters. Spend time in nature. Walking in a park, hiking, or simply sitting in a garden can ground you and restore your internal balance. Nature has a calming, energetic resonance that can help you reset and recalibrate. Integrating these habits creates a strong foundation for sustaining higher vibrational states, which in turn supports your journey of transformation. The phrase quantum alignment often surfaces in discussions about bridging science and spirituality. While certain interpretations can be overly sensational, the core idea is simple. When your intention, attention, and emotional energy line up with a desired outcome, you create a powerful energetic coherence that can accelerate change. Observing the observer effect. In quantum physics, the observer effect suggests that the act of observation can influence the behavior of subatomic particles. While the direct correlation to daily life is still a subject of debate in the scientific community, many personal development teachers like Dr. Joe Dispenza and Deepak Chopra draw parallels. When you focus your consciousness on a specific intention with strong emotional backing, you effectively collapse potential outcomes into reality. Intention setting versus wishful thinking. Intention setting. Rooted in clarity and conviction, an intention is like a compass that directs your energy. For instance, setting the intention, "I will nurture loving relationships in my life," gives your subconscious and RAS a clear directive. Wishful thinking lacks the emotional drive and clarity that genuine intention provides. It often comes with doubt or ambivalence, dispersing your energy rather than focusing it. Creating a quantum alignment ritual. Find a quiet space, remove distractions, silence your phone, and sit in a relaxed posture. Center yourself. Practice a few minutes of mindful breathing to calm the mind. State your intention. Aloud or silently, declare what you wish to experience. Focus on the feeling of already having achieved it. Visualize in detail. Engage your senses. Imagine the sights, sounds, scents associated with your manifested outcome. Express gratitude. End the ritual by expressing gratitude, as though your intention has already become reality. By consistently performing rituals like this, you entrain your subconscious and energetic field to seek or create circumstances that align with your desired reality. It's natural to question how much of these principles are backed by empirical research versus anecdotal evidence. While the scientific community is still unraveling the mysteries of consciousness and quantum phenomena, we do have significant research into neuroplasticity, cognitive psychology, and positive psychology that supports the transformative power of focused attention and emotional conditioning. Moreover, countless individuals report profound shifts in their lives when they adopt these methods. Whether you attribute this to subtle energy fields or purely psychological mechanisms, the results often speak for themselves. Let's address a few objections you might have. This sounds too good to be true. Skepticism is healthy. You don't have to accept these concepts blindly. Instead, treat them as hypotheses you can test in your own life. What if I fail to change my beliefs? Changing deep-seated beliefs takes time, patience, and repetition. If you commit to consistent practice, journaling, meditating, etc., you'll likely see gradual progress. Is this just another law of attraction trend? While there is overlap with ideas found in law of attraction teachings, the approach here is integrative, drawing on neuroscience, psychology, and spiritual wisdom. It's not merely about thinking happy thoughts. It involves active reconditioning of the mind. Won't focusing on myself make me selfish? On the contrary, when you heal and empower yourself, you often become more compassionate and helpful toward others. Authentic self-improvement tends to radiate outward. To help you move forward, here's a concise step-by-step plan integrating all we've discussed. Awareness phase. Journaling. Spend at least a week noting recurring negative thoughts or limiting beliefs. Emotion tracking. Notice which beliefs trigger strong emotions. Belief restructuring phase. Cognitive exercises. Challenge each limiting belief with Socratic questioning. Visualization. Devote 5 to 10 minutes daily to imagining life with the opposite, empowering belief. Daily habits implementation. Morning routine. 5 minutes of breathwork, followed by reciting affirmations. Gratitude practice. End each day listing 3 things you're grateful for. Physical care. Incorporate 20-30 minutes of exercise and a balanced diet. Quantum alignment ritual. Intention setting. Choose one clear intention weekly or monthly. Meditation and visualization. Integrate emotional energy, feel the accomplishment. Gratitude and release. Thank the universe or yourself, and release attachment to the outcome. Reflection and adjustment. Review weekly. Note changes in mood, opportunities that arise, shifts in relationships. Tweak the process. If something isn't resonating, adjust it until it feels authentic. By following these steps, you build a lifestyle that naturally supports higher consciousness, greater emotional well-being, and an energetic alignment that can open doors previously thought closed. One aspect often overlooked in personal development is the value of community. When you surround yourself with people who are also committed to self-growth, you amplify each other's progress. Seek out online forums, local meetup groups, or study circles where you can share experiences, exchange knowledge, and motivate one another. Accountability partners. Having a close friend or mentor to help keep you accountable can significantly accelerate your transformation. When you share your goals and intentions, you're more likely to follow through due to the sense of responsibility and mutual support. Group energy. Some people believe that when a group of individuals collectively focuses on a goal or maintains a higher vibration, the effect is exponential rather than merely additive. Whether you interpret this as spiritual synergy or simply a form of positive peer pressure, the outcome is the same: faster and more profound change. Personal success stories. Career shift. One individual feeling stuck in a dead-end job started daily journaling about a more fulfilling career. After months of consistent visualizations and affirmations, they became aware of a job posting that perfectly matched their new vision and landed the position. Health transformation. Another person plagued by chronic fatigue began employing breathwork exercises, daily gratitude, and affirmations about health and vitality. Over time, they reported higher energy levels and fewer symptoms, attributing the shift partly to the psychosomatic influence of their renewed mindset. While these stories are anecdotal, they reflect a pattern seen across many cultures and communities. Science in action. From a clinical perspective, therapies like cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR, have been extensively studied. Results show that consistent mental reconditioning can alleviate depression, anxiety, and even chronic pain. Although these methods don't always include the spiritual or energy perspective, they demonstrate how conscious focus and emotional regulation catalyze real-world improvements. No journey is without obstacles. Here are some challenges you might face. Impatience. Solution. Remember that every belief has roots, and deep roots take time to unearth. Celebrate small wins and remain consistent. External negativity. Solution. Protect your mental space. Limit interactions or discussions that continually drag your energy down. This doesn't mean you have to cut people out of your life, but learn to set healthy boundaries. Self-sabotage. Solution. Acknowledge moments when you revert to old habits. Instead of self-criticism, use these instances to learn and refine your methods. Overwhelm. Solution. You don't need to incorporate all new habits overnight. Implement 1 or 2 changes at a time and gradually build up. Embracing the perspective that everything is energy and that you can rewrite your reality is not a final destination. It's an ongoing path. Personal growth tends to unfold in stages, periods of rapid expansion and times of plateau. Both are normal. The key is maintaining awareness and flexibility. Stay curious. Keep learning. Whether it's new meditation techniques, advanced neuroscience research, or historical spiritual texts, continuous learning keeps your mind open and adaptable. Refine your practices. As you grow, certain tools or beliefs may become outdated. Don't be afraid to upgrade your approach. Share your insights. Teaching or guiding others solidifies your own understanding. If you've had breakthroughs, consider sharing them within a community or online platform. By exploring the interplay between subconscious beliefs, the reticular activating system, and quantum alignment, we uncover a simple yet profound truth. We have more power to shape our reality than we often realize. The path to harnessing this power involves consistent, intentional efforts to identify and rewrite limiting beliefs that hold us back, train our RAS to filter in opportunities and possibilities aligned with our higher goals, adopt daily habits, gratitude, affirmations, meditation, exercise that maintain an elevated vibrational state, engage in quantum alignment practices that unify mind, body, and spirit toward a common intention. It's not about instant miracles or bypassing real-world responsibilities. Rather, it's about co-creating with the energetic and psychological principles that govern our experience. If you integrate these insights into your life, you'll likely notice shifts in how you perceive opportunities, respond to challenges, and relate to others. The invisible rules you once accepted can be challenged, altered, and rewritten. We've covered a lot of ground in this video, from the basics of everything is energy, to the powerful role of the subconscious mind, to practical ways you can reprogram your beliefs. My hope is that this information sparks a flame of curiosity and empowerment within you. Test these ideas in your day-to-day life. Observe the changes in your mindset, relationships, and opportunities. Over time, you may find that your reality looks very different and far more aligned with your deepest aspirations. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you found this content helpful, feel free to like, share, or subscribe to stay connected for more videos on self-discovery, personal development, and the fascinating intersection of science and spirituality. Until next time, remember, you have the power to shape your reality, one belief, one choice, and one energetic shift at a time.